When love fades, how to save a failing marriage before it's too late. At first, it felt like everything you ever wanted. The passion, the deep conversations, the way they made you feel like you were their whole world. But over time, love turned into control. Smiles turned into silent battles. Affection turned into apologies for things you didn't commit. Sit back. Let me tell you how to overcome this. Have you ever laid next to the love of your life and felt like they were a stranger? Like the person who once made your heart race now barely looks you in the eyes? Marriage isn't destroyed in a day. It crumbles slowly, piece by piece, until one day you wake up and wonder, where did we go wrong? But here's the truth. No marriage is beyond saving if both hearts are still willing to fight. Today we'll dive deep into the struggles, the silent battles, and the unspoken pain of a failing marriage. And most importantly, how to bring love back before it's too late. Part 1: The Silent Killers of Marriage. Understanding the struggles. Marriage isn't just about love. It's about commitment, effort, and understanding. But even the strongest couples can find themselves drifting apart. Let's talk about the biggest reasons marriages fail. Lack of communication. Most marriages don't fall apart because of big fights. They fall apart because of the conversations that never happened. When partners stop expressing their feelings, resentment builds and love turns into silence. Psychological fact. Studies show that couples who practice active listening have a 60% higher success rate in marriage than those who don't. Solution: make time for daily check-ins. Ask your partner how their day was and really listen. Use I statements instead of you accusations. E.g., I feel lonely instead of you never spend time with me. Emotional disconnection. At first, love feels effortless, but over time, work, stress, and responsibilities create emotional distance. Emotional neglect can hurt more than cheating. When someone feels unseen, they start looking elsewhere for validation. Solution: reignite emotional intimacy by prioritizing quality time. Schedule weekly date nights, even if it's just a walk together. Unmet expectations and comparisons. Many marriages suffer because of unrealistic expectations. Social media makes people compare their relationship to unrealistic love stories, making them feel like their own marriage is inadequate. Solution: focus on gratitude. Every night, share one thing you appreciate about your partner. Holding on to past mistakes. Bringing up past mistakes in every argument is like trying to move forward while dragging an anchor. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting. It's about choosing to let go of the pain. Solution: when an issue is resolved, don't bring it up again. Choose to focus on the present and build a better future. The best way to love and heal a marriage: love is a choice, not just a feeling. Feelings fade, but love is a daily decision. Choose to love your partner even on days when you don't feel like it. Speak their love language. Everyone receives love differently. Some need words, some need actions. Identify your partner's love language and make an effort to express love in their way, not just yours. Don't stop dating each other. Just because you're married doesn't mean the romance should die. Surprise each other, write little notes, and make an effort to keep the spark alive. Psychological analysis of a failing marriage and solutions. The brain and emotional attachment psychologists say that in the early stage of love, dopamine, the pleasure hormone, is high, but over time, it decreases. Long-term love is built on oxytocin, the bonding hormone released through touch and emotional connection. Solution: hug more often. Physical touch strengthens the bond between partners. The role of childhood trauma. Many marital issues stem from unresolved childhood wounds. If one partner fears abandonment or has trust issues, they may struggle to fully open up. Solution: seek therapy if childhood trauma affects your relationship. Healing past wounds can help you love better. The impact of stress and mental health, depression, anxiety, and external stress, finances, work, can make someone withdraw emotionally. When someone is overwhelmed, they don't need criticism, they need support. Solution: instead of saying, "Why are you always so distant?" say, "I notice you've been stressed. How can I support you?" How to rebuild and keep the love alive. A broken marriage isn't the end. It's a call to rebuild something even stronger. Love is not found in grand gestures, but in the little daily acts of kindness. Never stop holding each other's hand, even in the storms of life. And remember, a marriage worth having is a marriage worth fighting for. Before love breaks. How to save a failing marriage and reignite the spark. What if I told you that most marriages don't end because of a lack of love, but because of a lack of effort? The person you once couldn't live without now feels like a distant memory, and you wonder, where did it all go wrong? If you're struggling in your marriage, know this: it's not too late. Love doesn't disappear overnight, and neither should your commitment. Stay with me as we uncover the real reasons marriages fail, and more importantly, how you can rebuild the love you thought was lost. The unseen battle that tear marriages apart. Communication. Breakdown when words become walls. Many couples assume that love alone is enough to sustain a marriage. But when conversations turn into arguments, or worse, silence, love begins to fade. Emotional disconnection starts when partners no longer feel heard. This leads to frustration, misunderstandings, and emotional distance. Psychological insight. Studies show that couples who actively listen to each other experience deeper trust and intimacy. Solution: practice open and honest conversations without interruptions. Instead of reacting with anger, respond with curiosity. Ask your partner how they feel rather than assuming. The weight of unmet expectations. The reality of marriage is different from the fairy tales we imagine. People expect their spouse to complete them, but in truth, a happy marriage comes from two whole individuals working together. The pressure of unrealistic expectations leads to disappointment and resentment. Solution: adjust expectations by focusing on growth rather than perfection. Appreciate your partner for who they are, not who you expect them to be. The slow fade of intimacy. Passion doesn't disappear overnight. It fades when couples stop making an effort to connect. Intimacy isn't just about physical touch. It's about emotional closeness, vulnerability, and shared moments. Solution: set aside time for uninterrupted, quality moments together, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. Bring back the small gestures, compliments, holding hands, and expressing appreciation daily. How to love deeply and keep your marriage strong. Love is an action, not just a feeling. Many people think love is something you feel, but real love is something you do. It's a daily choice to be kind, patient, and understanding. Feelings fluctuate, but actions create lasting bonds. Solution: show love even when it's hard. A kind word or a thoughtful gesture can break down walls. Prioritize your partner's happiness without losing yourself in the process. 2. Speak the language of your partner's heart. Love is not one size fits all. The way you show love might not be the way your partner receives it. If someone values words of affirmation but only receives gifts, they may still feel unloved. Solution: learn your partner's love language and express love in a way that resonates with them. Keep a journal of little things your partner enjoys and make an effort to do them. 3. Keep the spark alive through small acts. Love thrives in the little things. Inside jokes, spontaneous hugs, and remembering their favorite coffee order. A marriage that lasts isn't about grand gestures, but about consistency. Solution: surprise your partner with small acts of love regularly. Make time for each other, even during the busiest days. 3. Psychological reasons. Marriages fail and how to overcome them. The science of emotional connection. Love changes over time. In the early stages, dopamine creates excitement, but long-term love is sustained by oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Without consistent emotional connection, partners can feel more like roommates than lovers. Solution: engage in deep conversations beyond everyday routines. Ask questions that spark meaningful discussions. Maintain physical touch. Hugs, holding hands, and small gestures strengthen the bond. The impact of unresolved emotional baggage. Past traumas and insecurities can create fear, jealousy, and emotional walls in a marriage. Many arguments are not about the present moment, but unresolved wounds from the past. Solution: address emotional baggage with empathy. If necessary, seek professional guidance. Build a safe space where both partners can be vulnerable without judgment. The role of stress and neglect. Financial struggles, work pressure, and parenting responsibilities can shift focus away from the relationship. When stress takes over, Partners stop prioritizing each other, leading to feelings of loneliness. Solution: recognize when stress is affecting your relationship and make time to reconnect. Support each other through tough times rather than letting stress create division. Choosing love every day. Love isn't just about the good times, it's about holding on during the storms. A broken marriage doesn't mean the end. It's an opportunity to rebuild. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, you are not alone, and your best days are still ahead. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and God bless you.